Hey guys, what is up? This is PvT-Mitten's and I'm going to be doing a video on Pokemon Sun and Moon. Just a video of me playing a match against my cousin. I'll have the review up of this in a couple of days, so let's begin. On the left hand side is me. I am Asara. I am using a Lycanroc. Litten's fully evolved form. I forgot its name, I apologize. A Vikavolt, Metagross, Mudsdale, and Sandalzile, I think it's called. My cousin Mason on the right is using a Voxatex, Primarina, or whatever its name is, Aloha Raichu, Talo from Gen 4 or 5, I believe. Duskei, the Grass Starter, and a Snorlax. Now, my cousin was talking shit the whole day, reckons he was going to beat me, so enjoy the video and let's begin. I send out the Lycanroc first, or I call it Fluffy, all my Pokemon are renamed, and he goes out with the Toxapex first. I go, as I stated, Lycanroc. He sends out Toxapex. Now, I've heard some really nasty things about this Pokemon, but lucky for me, I had the Type Edge, but I missed the first hit. He lays down some spikes, although it doesn't really do anything the entire battle for him. So next I try it again. This time I actually hit. I almost kill him. I get a crit as well. So at this point he tries a poison jab, not knowing that it did nothing really to my Pokemon. So he gains a bit of health back using his Shell Bell. Now at this point he tries to stall a turn. Now I was saying to him, "Oh, you trying to stall it out?" And he goes, no. So obviously it didn't affect him this turn. I use Rock Slide. This wipes him out. Now the next Pokemon he sends out, in my opinion, was the one I had trouble with the most of the battle, which is Primarina, or whatever it's pronounced. Now he one-shots me here. I miss again, which I was trying to get, if I had got an attack off, it wouldn't have wiped one of my Pokemon later on, which you'll see. But he one-shots me here because I'm part ground, so therefore I had no chance. I send out Vikavolt in the ICBM. He uses Ice Beam. Now I was hoping he didn't freeze me, but lucky enough he didn't. So I get off a Thunderbolt, which doesn't kill him, almost, but doesn't kill him, which I'm really surprised it didn't kill him. But he switches his Primarina out for Aloha Raichu, which is part Psychic, which I used Aerobatics because I honestly had a feeling he was going to do that, so I didn't want to use Thunderbolt to do nothing to him. So he tries Plot to raise his special attack, but he doesn't realize that I actually have a Dark type move, Crunch. So I use Crunch, almost kills him. He panics here and uses Psychic, which he actually kills me, because Vikavolt has pretty shitty defense. Now, at this point, he was, sort of relaxed kind of thing, so I send out Sandalzile, called Argonian, but see, the poison doesn't do anything, so I use Venoshock because I'm faster. Got his Raichu out of the way, because if he had used Psychic, he would have killed off Sandalzile as well. So at this point, he sends out a Snorlax, which he called Jacob. Spelled it wrong, but okay. So at this point, I use Toxic, knowing that he's going to one-shot me here. So I'm just hoping that it'll jab away at his health, which it does eventually. So he uses a high horsepower and one-shots my Sandalzile. So that's it out. I understand that because Sandalzile has pretty shitty defense, to be honest. The poison's slowly working on him there. So I send out Aggro, which his real name is Mudsdale, but if anyone's played Shadow of the Colossus, you'll know what I mean by Aggro. So I use Superpower, but he has a berry which halves the attack of any fighting move, so it doesn't do much damage, and in doing so I lose attack and defense. Now, The next turn he used his high horsepower, which actually hits this time because that one didn't, but he doesn't kill me. So my move, I believe, near enough kills him, but the poison actually finishes him off. So yeah, as you can see, he's left with little to no health. My attack falls, and so does my defense again. He uses high horsepower, leaves me with just under half health. So this time I don't have to do anything because the poison actually kills him. Now he was really relying on that Snorlax, but didn't really do much for him. So he sends out Primarina. One shot to me here. He used his Z move, which I'll explain in the review in a couple of days. Don't know why he wasted it when he could have wiped me out with, a normal water type move, because my defense was low and I'm park ground. But as you can see, it's like a big water orb, something like Dragon Ball Z kind of thing. But these moves are more or less like one-shot kills almost. They do a lot of damage nonetheless. As you can see, praise the sun. Yeah, there goes Sand style. Mud style, I was gonna say. At this point I'm panicking because this is the Pokemon that gave me the most trouble that he had. So at this point I send out Metagross. And I knew that I'd get him. I knew I'd get a Psychic off and kill him before he could cause damage. So Psychic gets rid of his Primarina. Really glad that got out of the way. So at this point he sends out Tallow, which wasn't really much of a threat, to be fair. So he uses Flame Charge, does a decent amount of damage, I suppose. So I try my Z move, which unfortunately I wasn't aware that his no metal damage really done much to him. So it's sort of a waste, but it still did a fair amount of damage. But if my Lycanroc hadn't have missed twice, I probably wouldn't have had to actually use this big move at this point. But yeah, so as you can see, it doesn't kill him, but does a fair bit of mine because it's a Z move. At this point he uses Overheat, kills Metagross, because obviously it's metal, he's fire. But he's taking damage because the recoil. So at this point I send out my last Pokemon, which is a Litten's fully evolved form, which I called Mufasa. So he uses Brave Bird and gets up a lot of damage here, which I was going to use Darkest Lariat, but he kills himself with a recoil. But as you can see, it did a lot of damage to me. But gets rid of it, so it's now a 1v1, which I forgot all about his grass type starter, so I actually was a big sigh of relief when he brought it out. So I used Overheat, which didn't kill him in one hit, I was surprised, but Pluck, as you can see, did really no damage at all, more or less. So Overheat, I'm surprised I didn't kill him, but meh. He uses Pluck again, hoping that he get a crit or something, but nah, didn't work in his favor, so I finish him off with a Darkest Lariat. But yeah, that's the video, guys. I am going to be doing more of these videos with Devil, my cousin again, and a few other friends. If you want to actually play me, leave your friend's code in the comments below, and I'll be happy to actually play you. I will be changing up some Pokemon, because I don't use the same Pokemon all the time, so yeah, overall, great battle. First of many battles with my cousin. But anyway, this is PvT-Mitten's. Hope you enjoyed the video, and take care, guys. Bye.